If you live on Long Island, you know exactly what time of year it is. You start dreading the Friday afternoon drive on Route 27. You start checking Waze before you even leave your driveway just to see how many shades of dark red the map is going to turn. But there's something else happening too. It's not just the traffic getting thicker, it's the Hamptons themselves changing. Every single summer, it feels like the East End goes through a complete transformation. One year it has one vibe, the next year it's glammed up, completely new, and honestly, a little bit overwhelming. This summer is no exception. We've got a huge wave of new hotels, luxury restaurants, and boutiques opening from Southampton all the way out to Montauk. But I have to ask, is this actually the evolution that we want? And more importantly, what does this constant push toward bigger, glossier, and more exclusive mean for those of us who have spent years driving these roads and enjoying the culture that made the East End special in the first place? Today, we're talking about what's opening this summer and why it matters for all of us. So I was looking through a breakdown of everything coming to the East End this summer, and it reminded me just how quickly this place is changing. You've got these incredible luxury developments and high-end concepts that seem to cater more to an international jet-set crowd than the seasonal families many of us grew up seeing every summer. I look at these new spots opening in Sag Harbor and East Hampton, and honestly, they're impressive. The architecture is beautiful, the restaurant concepts and creative, and the overall presentation is top tier, but it raises a much bigger question. Who are the Hamptons really for right now? When I think back to summers out east, I remember slower pace, local seafood spots, family-owned shops, and afternoons that didn't feel like a social media event. Now sometimes it feels like everything is designed to be photographed first and experienced second. Don't get me wrong, I love finding a great new restaurant or an amazing coffee shop as much as anybody else, but there's definitely a tension there. You feel it walking down Main Street in Southampton, trying to find parking while passing luxury brands that look like they belong in Soho or Paris instead of a quiet Long Island village. Now, let's talk about what these openings actually mean. So, we're seeing restaurants that feel less like neighborhood favorites and more like full-scale productions. We're seeing hotels with prices that even longtime Hamptons visitors have trouble justifying. And it's not only about the businesses themselves, it's about the ripple effect that they create. So every new luxury hotel or restaurant brings more employees, it brings more deliveries, it brings more suppliers, it brings more visitors, it brings more ride shares, and ultimately it's going to bring more traffic. And at some point you have to ask, where does it end? Does Sag Harbor eventually become another luxury shopping district? Does Southampton lose some of that character that made people fall in love with it decades ago? I look at everything opening this summer, and while a lot of it is undeniably exciting, the culinary talent coming out here is incredible. I can't help but wonder if we're slowly losing that small town feeling. It feels like we're trying to create a world-class destination while relying on infrastructure that was never designed to handle this level of growth. And that's a recipe for another Route 27 traffic nightmare. And this isn't just an East End issue. It affects everyone on Long Island. The Hamptons are the crown jewel of Long Island tourism. And when the East End gets overcrowded, the effects spread across the entire region. It impacts seasonal rental prices, puts pressure on local housing, creates staffing shortages, and strains the workforce that keeps these communities running all summer long. It's easy to look at a list of exciting new openings and think, that sounds amazing, but we also have to ask whether these projects actually benefit the local community. Do they make Long Island better, or are we building more and more for people who spend 6 weeks a year here while year-round residents deal with traffic, overcrowding, and rising costs? I honestly want to know if I'm the only one who feels this way. Have you found yourself going out east less because it's become too busy, or do you love the energy and make it a point to visit every new restaurant and hotel that opens? Are you spending weekends in Montauk and Southampton? Are you staying west of Shinnecock Canal because you simply don't want to deal with the crowds anymore? I'm genuinely curious because this summer is shaping up to be another huge one. There will be millions of dollars spent, endless traffic on Route 27, plenty of new places generating headlines. And I'm going to be paying close attention to how these openings change the atmosphere in Southampton, East Hampton, Sag Harbor, and Montauk throughout the season. So now I want to hear from you. Are you excited about the direction that the Hamptons are heading? Does all of this new development make you look forward to summer, or does it make you miss the quieter East End that so many Long Islanders remember? Drop a comment below and let me know where you stand, whether you're all for the growth or completely against it, or somewhere in the middle. I think it's a conversation worth having because this is the island that we all live on, and we're the ones that are watching it evolve. And hey, I'm just giving you my perspective. I know everyone has different priorities and different experiences out east. If you want to see the complete list of everything Vogue says is opening this summer, you can check out all of this. You can find it all online below and in the description, so you can check it out for yourself. If you enjoy these conversations about what's actually happening across Long Island, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and lets us keep having these discussions. Thank you so much for watching. Try to stay patient when you're on Sunrise, when you're on Route 27, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.